Hey everyone, welcome here today to EXOS with Adidas runners, preparing you for trail running season. Hopefully everyone's training is still going well and you're still on course to your plan. Today we're just going to work through a little dynamic recovery to get your body moving and get you ready for the training week ahead. So again, thank you for joining me here today. You're not going to need any equipment, just making sure that you've got some floor space that you can move. Maybe you want a cushion, a pillow that you can pad out the ground when we go down onto our knees, but that is everything. We're going to get moving, nice and easy to begin with. All I want you to do is stand tall, pull and hold one knee high. We're going to pump out the hamstrings. So you're just going to drive that heel forward, breathing out as you do so. We don't have to raise the heel too high, knee too high. Just thinking of being tall. When you've done 5, switch. You just want to go to the first point of tension. Not forcing anything. If you're a little stiff, a little sore from yesterday's long run, we're going to take it nice and easy here at the beginning. Then, from a standing position, I want you to open the gate. Just take a little lateral lunge. Again, don't force it. If you feel a little sore, a little stiff, the adductors, the glutes, just go to the point where you are comfortable. We're not going to get into any deep stretching just yet. We just want to get specific joints moving, and we're working here around the hip to begin with. One more each side. Nice and easy. And relax there. We'll stay nice and easy with the opening of the gate, but then step around and behind into this crossover lunge. Back to the top, around the world, stepping behind. So greasing the joint, so to speak, with that circular motion, lubricating the hip, getting some fluid, some tissue moving. One more. Good stuff. We'll go hip flexors next. So we're just going to step into a reverse lunge. As always, tuck that tail under at the bottom. We're going to reach up and over. Feel the hip flexors, the psoas muscle come into a stretch. Same the other side. Tuck the tail, reach, and sway. Easy does it. Take your time. There's no holds. There's no depth requirement. Just want you to take it as easy as possible. We'll start to challenge range of motion as we warm up. One more each side. And you'll be done. Next, deep breath in. Reach up to the sky. And as you breathe out, coming down, just hang. So you're just going to hang in place. If you're at the floor, fantastic. If you're not, don't worry. Just go to your point. Breathe in. Big reach up. Breathe out. Just hang it down. We're going to do 3 of these. Relax your knees. We don't want locked out straight legs. Breathe into the top. Breathe out. Just hang it down. Nice and loose. And peel it back up. Easy to begin with. We're going to go with a little more tension through the body now. So you're going to find a wall or your sofa, anything that you can give yourself a little bit of stability on. We're going to go back to the hip. We're going to go through a controlled articular range of motion. So we're going to take that hip joint through its full rotational movement. So I'll go front on, so hopefully you can see this a little better. Imagine I'm holding onto the wall or sofa. Lift your knee up as high as you can. So we're in hip flexion. Open the gate, still staying as tall as can be. External rotation. Lift that heel up to the sky. So now at the hip, we're getting internal rotation. Big circle with the knee. Knees finish back together. Reverse the movement. Push back. So we're working the hip extension component. Raise that heel up to the sky again. Open the gate. Back up in front. And down. We'll repeat that movement 2 more times on this side. I want you to get as much tension through your body as you can. So you're going to push the floor with a straight leg. Push into your wall as well. Radiate that tension through your body. Heel up, circle around, back with extension, raise, open, out in front and down. The leg that is stationary to the ground may get a little tired. That is a good sign. You can feel your glutes, your quads activating, you have a little fire under them as you do this. It shows you've got the right amount of tension, and that's coming through your nervous system. So we're up-regulating your nervous system in this instance so we can control that movement. We're working on neuromuscular control through your current range of motion. When you've done your 3 switch sides, we'll do the same here on the other side. How much mobility do you need? As much as you can control, and maybe a little bit more. So just as much as you can control actively through these ranges of motion, and then gives you a little bit of leeway if you have that extra little bit of range. May you feel your body temperature rising as you do this as well. It's not always just about being relaxed and passive. Rest is one component of regeneration, but recovery is an active process. We want to engage in our recovery. Okay, next we're going to do our reverse lunge again, but step it straight forward into a forward lunge. So like a pendulum swings front and back, stepping back, reach as we did, stepping forward, reaching across into a rotation. So they reach across that front leg, I pull back almost at the top as well. Take a middle step to stabilize, go ahead. We can reach up and over, step forward, and rotate. Step back and reach, step forward, and rotate. 2 more on this side. So again, that movement control in there as well. We can switch to the other side. So we're controlling the movement. We're developing a little bit of strength. Strength in terms of body control, movement management. Reverse lunge, reach and sway, tail tucked, remember. Forward lunge, rotate and pull a little there at the top. Tuck your tail. We're doing 5 of these pendulum lunges on each side. all working around the hips, getting blood flow down into those lower extremities. No external load, just managing our movement. Active recovery. Good stuff. Okay, put some of these together into a familiar flow. So we've worked on this in previous weeks. Get into your base position, your ready position. Shift across. Knee tall. From here, we go out to the side. Sit those hips down and back. This time, challenge yourself in that range a little bit. How low can you sit with good posture? Come back to the top. So your high knee pull again. Push that heel back. So going into inverted hamstring. Reach across. About 1 meter outside the stationary leg. Then you can step it down into a world's greatest stretch position. So elbow to ankle. Push the ground. Rotate to the sky. That hand comes back down. I'm going to shoot my butt back. Back in my lunge position, tucked with sway. Stand up. Repeat that on the other side. Ready position. Weight shift across. Good positions through the spine always. Grab the knee. Tall as can be. Step it out. Sit those hips down and back. Pushing it up under control, back to that tall knee-high position. Go long. Straight line head to heel is what we're looking for. Shoot outside. So you get that little rotation before stepping down. Elbow to ankle. Rotate. Fingertips to fingertips. As straight a line as can be. Hand down. Shoot your butt back. Into that lunge position again with the reach. And stand up. We'll repeat it just one more time on each side. So weight shift. Knee high. Step out. Sit back and down. Step high. Reach long and across. Step down with control. Elbow to ankle. Rotate. Hands down. Shoot your butt back. Familiar lunge with reach. Hand up. Repeat. Position of the spine as you sway across. See if we can stitch all this together. Sit down and back. Still posture is where our focus is. Long and across. World's greatest stretch. Elbow to ankle. Big rotation. Hand down, shoot back. Lunge, reach, and up. Good stuff. So that's challenging the range of motion through all the key joints in the body. There's elements of rotation in there, which we've talked about in previous weeks. How every flexion is paired with an internal rotation. How every extension, as I produce force, is coupled with an external rotation. So wherever you call it, flexion with internal rotation, extension with external rotation, or load and explode, same outcome. Last one, challenge a little bit. So depending on your range here, stand with your feet round shoulder width apart. So what a natural squat position feels like for you. And try and keep those toes pointing straight forward. Arms going to come out in front. So bodyweight squat. But we're going to control our posture all the way down as deep as we can. When we get to the deepest point, just let your hands run inside your knees. Rotate one way, arm up, rotate the other way. Shoot your butt to the sky. Squat back down as deep as you can. Those arms back out in front and up. Repeat twice more. Open up the adductors. We're adding that rotational element in as well. Slow, controlled squat down. Arms run inside your thighs. Rotate both ways. Keep your chest up here. Shoot your butt to the sky. Slowly back into your deep squat. Out in front and up. Just one more time. This will wrap it up for today. Control. Slowly does it. Run inside your thighs. Rotate in both ways. Hips coming up. First point of tension in the hamstrings. Bring it back in and down. And shake it all off. So, we engage in some movement there today. Similar to what we would do in our strength, our movement competency session on a Thursday. But we did it with a little bit more control to challenge ranges of motion. But ultimately, heart rate came up a little bit, got a little bit hotter as you moved. Want that clean blood flow through the body to flush everything out. All those toxins and byproducts that built up during your long run on the weekend. Just to freshen up your system. A great idea now, if possible, is to go take a shower. Go try a contrast shower. So you can start with hot, do it as long as you like, then go 30 to 60 seconds cold. See if you can repeat that 3 times. Hot, as long as you like, 30 to 60 seconds cold. What happens is when we go hot, the capillaries and everything open up and it lets blood flow into the tissues. Then when we go cold, closes it up. Gives an opportunity for everything in the muscle and the tissues to do its work to help recover. And then we go hot again, everything opens up, that blood flushes out, clean oxygenated blood flushes back in. So it's a flush mechanism to help clear away those byproducts and toxins. Thank you for joining me here today. Hopefully you feel a little bit better, a little bit looser after some movement. We'll see you again on Thursday, where we'll work a little bit more again on that strength and movement competency. Have a great day. See you soon.